If the prime drink by KSI and Logan Paul was on the stock market right now up against Lucozade or Red Bull, would you invest in this product? You see, KSI and Logan Paul are massive content creators but have only provided content of short-term value. In business, you have to provide long-term value, and where is the prime drink now? I mean, the turnover for this company was crazy at the start and anyone would have been all over this and invested in it. They was making tons of money, one of the most successful online products we've seen in recent time from content creators. But what happens when the hype dies down? The hype was literally ridiculous, and global retail sales were around 250 million in 2022. The hype was from the launch of Logan Paul and KSI's rivalry. It skyrocketed and people were fighting over this drink. You couldn't get it anywhere in the UK. It was selling out every time. And the following year for Prime in 2023 was the peak year and it exploded. 1.2 billion was the suggested turnover and it was the height of success. Prime became the fastest growing beverage brand ever, even outselling competitors like Gatorade in some categories. It sold its billionth bottle in under 2 years and dominated headlines in the UK specifically. The turnover was 102 million. And the first full year showed massive successful turnover and scarcity fueled the pure hype.
How much do you think Prime, just as a guess, how much do you think it'll be worth in a year's time?
So, I'd say over $1 billion.
Oh wow!
Over $1 billion, yeah. Which is pretty notable. A drink.
Yeah, Prime has done very well. Wow, 1 billion! But then I was there like, yo, hopefully he can reach that, but I take it. Way beyond that. Holy shit. Okay, wow. That's so interesting.
Many have been removed from the Prime team, but their aggressive marketing strategy includes signing up professional football teams, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Dortmund, Barcelona. They had Arsenal, KSI's club, which has now ended their deal, but there was many athletes that signed them as well, basketball players, football players, hockey players, and of course they're a hydration brand. The association for them was perfect. Not only that, they gave some celebrities their own flavor, like I Show Speed.
I'm not even boasting. I deadass have the best flavor. I have the dragon fruit acai, bro. My bottle is the best flavor.
They gave professional footballer Haaland his own bottle as well, and KSI did a skit to promote it.
Score, run to the corner flag, and then just do this. And then punch the corner flag, and then be like, yeah, nice.
But why though? Why this?
That's how I fight. You gonna do it? Oh, let's go!
They come in the market so aggressive, a lot of these deals were not renewed. Even said Arsenal could look to take Red Bull as a new sponsor as their club ends their association with Prime. Arsenal insider understand. With crazy turnover of over $1 billion, they were just signing many different athletes from all different worlds to associate with the brand to promote it. And this was working at getting a lot of attention for them, but many of these deals now have fizzled out and ended. And of course, they have two main guys, KSI and Logan Paul, that can promote things themselves anyway. But that can come with controversies in itself.
But what's in the bottle?
There's no caffeine.
Over 700 milligrams of electrolytes.
0 added sugar.
Just 20 calories.
And 10% coconut water.
Plus B vitamins and antioxidants.
Drink Prime.
What comes with successful founders that come from the internet is when they make mistakes, because they're on camera constantly, can affect the brand as well. Both KSI and Logan Paul have come up on YouTube. They're not media trained to promote a brand that can scale into the billions. They're always going to make mistakes online. These two do not come from a corporate world. And obviously then you have the whole scandal with Logan Paul in Crypto Zoo. We got accused of ripping off his audience, and you can see KSI here saying, if you like the drink, drink it. Do not support my product because of the Logan Paul scandal.
Let's hear his side before we crucify him, because how many times have we jumped to conclusions and it's just been completely false? Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. My people were like, Tory Lanez is innocent, Tory Lanez is innocent, and now Tory Lanez has been proven guilty. And it's like, this is awkward. So let's just wait to hear both sides and then judge from there, innit? Honestly, you should just buy Prime if you enjoy the drink.
They ended up getting tons of backlash through greed. You see, KSI and Logan Paul collaborated with Mr. Beast to release Lunchily, a rip-off of Lunchables, and this turned into tons of scandals and backlash for them. It didn't go the way they wanted.
Beast just released a new product with KSI and Logan Paul, but here's why it's ruining their reputations. In an Instagram live, which looks like it was filmed with a Nokia, they announced their new prepackaged food line, Lunchily, a direct competitor to Lunchables. Each meal comes with a Feastables bar and Prime, which they called healthier options to Lunchables, but that's when disaster struck. Feastables and Prime have already been under fire for health concerns, and Lunchily was quickly revealed to be chock full of GMOs and unhealthy seed oils. Combining this with recent scandals within their own personal brands has led many to call Lunchily a grift, arguing that they're using their power as influencers to deceive kids into purchasing unhealthy products in order to line their own pockets. An influencer marketing strategy that looked foolproof on paper has actually crashed the product's reputation before it even hit the shelves.
And this led on to KSI temporarily ruining his own reputation when he got into a, one-sided back and forth with Dan TDM for criticizing that Lunchily brand.
The KSI versus Dan TDM beef is like the most one-sided beef in YouTube history. Dan TDM made one tweet talking about Lunchily, and KSI has since responded with not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, but 8 separate tweets regarding the situation. And what has Dan TDM's response been? Just hanging out with his kid, living the dream life, completely unbothered.
And when the owners are constantly getting slander, it then becomes the cool thing to, of course, hate on the Prime drink rather than go crazy to get it. And the next part gets even worse for them and even more serious. You're not in the YouTube world now of petty YouTube strikes and back and forths. This is a billion-dollar brand you're building, and incoming lawsuits would be left, right and center for the Prime brand. Lionel Messi, they accused of copying their drink online just in YouTube videos and skits, and he actually sued them saying they don't own the idea of the concept behind the sports drink.
Messi new drink compared to Prime. Thoughts? I don't know about you, but it looks very similar to Prime. Am I right or am I right? Like, even the Ridge, like, come on, guys. Brother has just copied our homework. It's outrageous. Literally stole our whole flow, bar for bar. This is why Ronaldo's the GOAT, man. Speed was right. Messi new drink compared.
Then Prime gets sued by the Olympic Committee for using their branding on their drinks without permission. The lawsuits will start piling up.
Prime's getting sued like crazy. The Prime bottles, they sponsor Kevin Durant, the basketball player. And because Kevin Durant is on the Olympic basketball team, the NBA guys actually go to the Olympics.
Yeah, right.
So they thought, okay, we paid sponsorship money to Kevin Durant, and he's on the Olympic team. So now we're gonna put out Prime bottles, the Kevin Durant, all the Olympic rings and everything. And the International Olympic Committee is suing Prime because, like, whoa, you've got your bottles with our Olympic logos. Like, that's super not okay, because the Olympics, they need a ton of money for all the uniforms and everything, and it all comes from, you gotta pay to put the Olympic logos on stuff. And Prime paid Kevin Durant. Prime did not pay the Olympics, so their exposure in that lawsuit is pretty major.
Logan Paul and KSI's demographic is mainly kids or youngsters, and we see the Prime audience and the kids want it like crazy, but the person you do not want to piss off out of all of this is the parents. They will make the decision if their kids can have it or not, and when you start hearing health concern issues and lawsuits around that, that has had the biggest impact on Prime.
That was selling out on shelves about 3 months ago now is being sued for 2 reasons. One, because there's an excessive amount of caffeine in it, 200 milligrams, which is more than Red Bull, Monster Energy, at least the small cans of Monster Energy, Zoa. It's one of the highest caffeine concentrated drinks out there. The reason for the lawsuit is that this drink is marketed primarily to teens and young kids. Having that much caffeine as a kid, especially a couple times a day, can be detrimental, especially to their growth, and it can affect their heart because caffeine affects the sympathetics inside your body. Being exposed to that kind of caffeine at such an early age can be a risk factor. But the second lawsuit is actually even more interesting. That's because all of these forever chemicals were allegedly found inside the grape variant of the drink. Now, the reason why PFAS chemicals are harmful to your body is, one, because they can cause kidney damage, kidney cancer, can also...
It started out with content from the health professionals like doctors reviewing it and talking about the ingredients in the drink, and it led on to Forever Chemicals and a lawsuit actually taking place with Prime.
So an independent study was just done revealing PFAs in Logan Paul and KSI's drink Prime. And for those of you that don't know what PFA is, they are forever chemicals that are man-made and have now been identified in at least the Prime Hydration grape flavor. Now, Prime has basically marketed itself as healthy, saying that they have BCAAs, coconut water, electrolytes, and they are the perfect boost for every endeavor. But now they may be having harmful man-made chemicals that are in your body forever. And real quick, for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, Prime is a drink started by YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul, and it has taken the world by storm. Now, what's going to happen with this class action? Well, this person who is the lead person in it, which is Miss Castillo, is seeking damages for anybody who has bought Prime Hydration grape and anybody who has drank it in the state of California or the United States. Now, if this ends up going all the way through, then you will be able to get a portion of money if you have.
But Logan Paul is still pulling off stunts to try and save the brand right now by launching a new product yet again. So they wanted to release the Prime Protein brand, but he had a fight a while back with Bradley Martin. He put up a fake AI'd CCTV version of and then began to tease that he was going to release the full thing. Even Bradley Martin was drinking Prime, talking about what happened in their fight, and all of a sudden a massive ad comes out of them two standing next to each other promoting the protein brand. So Logan Paul is still sticking by this brand no matter what and trying to push new products, and they just launched their protein brand. But KSI wasn't as enthusiastic. People said he looked like he had a gun to his head when he was filming the promo for it, but maybe this was another marketing tactic once again, but it did seem like a very weird video.
I'm going to drink this for my lunch, just so you know, even though it's 6:34 p.m. Here we go. First, oh, holy cow. Wow. It's got a very unique casing, 32 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 150 calories. This is what drinks are made of. First of all, let's try to get this thing. Oh, I don't even know how to attack it. There's just so much of it. All right, the moment of truth. Oh, that's so good. That's a big sip for a protein shake. It's distinctively Prime. Only Prime can make a protein shake like this. But it's also unlike anything we've ever produced. It's a delicious product. This one.
Yo, I can't even lie, bro. The downfall of Prime needs to be studied, bro. Nobody buys these drinks anymore, bro. It's straight garbage. They need to stop making Prime, deadass.
Through all the collaborations that they've done, one market they are tapping into, and again, I don't think this was intentional, is that they're becoming a collector's item. They've released over 25 flavors. It seems like they're approaching even higher numbers now at the time of this video. So they're becoming a collectible item, and many different people do want to get the new flavors. So in 2024, we started to see a downfall, a sharp decline. Their global sales dropped significantly, 40 to 75% global reductions in various periods and markets. The UK turnover fell dramatically to 33 million, a 70% drop from 2023's 112 million. Profits plummeted over 90% in some reports. US sales were down 40% in parts of the year. In 2025, the continued decline. Global estimates point to further drops, some implying a 75% crash now from the 2023 peak. UK and other markets showed ongoing weakness, reports of a 42% year-over-year decline in the tracked retail data. Some sources have even mentioned steeper falls in certain quarters. There is still ongoing legal issues, and that lawsuit around the health concerns related to the product is still ongoing right now. KSI spoke about the product's downfall.
How motherfuckers drunk Prime in 2022? What? The thing is, okay, all right, look, it's not. Okay, people actually enjoy the drink. Yes, it was definitely overhyped. Like, I'll be honest, some people treated Prime like it was made from Jesus. But in reality, you know, it's just a drink that people enjoy. You know, for me, I'm always drinking the Prime Energy. I drink it every day. If you see me on BTS with the Sidemen, or, you know, in my vlogs on this channel, or just out and about, you know, in the morning, I'm drinking Prime Energy because I love it. It's sick. It's like Red Bull, but tastes nicer. It's like Monster, but tastes better. Like, that's just it. And I'm not even trying to come at you like, yo, oh, I own Prime. Like, Prime is the best. Da, da, da. Like, this is just me being honest. Especially the American version. Because that's 200 mg. Like, that shit gets me hyped up, bro. That's the shit I need. Alright, in England it's all 120, 130. Fuck fuck off, man. I need more milligrams. Give me the caffeine.
So KSI and Logan Paul were very great at creating a lot of hype, but if you do not have a good product to back it up that people believe in, the hype will not last very long, as we've seen. Also, you're going to have a rocky business when these two guys are the face of it, because they have ups and downs in terms of controversy. People like them one minute, then not the next, and many people are not going to support a product if they don't like the person behind it. That's why many of their competitors do not have a direct face to attach things to. That is on camera literally every day. In reality, they had a freakish first year and it was never going to be sustainable. It takes at least 10 years to build up a significant player in the market they're in, and their competitors have been there for a long time and done a good job at it. It'll be interesting to see if Prime carries on going downhill or they can pick up the graph once again.